What compromises can you expect from a budget phone? Almost universally, these phones have subpar cameras, slower processors, and less storage than flagship models. Most lack official water resistance ratings, wireless charging, and NFC processors for contactless payments, and many have screens with lesser resolutions. But we don't want to sacrifice these features while buying a phone. Most of the time we want to buy the best mobile phone at a low price. So what should we do? How can we get a good phone at a low price? In today's video, we will show you the top 7 mobile phones from $300 to $700. Let's take a look. Number 1. iPhone C. Thanks to Apple's stellar track record of providing iOS updates to more established devices, the 2022 iPhone C will last for more than 5 years if it is maintained. It's an excellent mid-range gadget. The performance is superb because it uses the same A15 CPU as the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Despite using the same 12-megapixel camera that iPhones have used since the beginning of time, it has wireless charging and IP67 waterproofing, 2 features that are uncommon in this price range. It also produces excellent photos and high-definition videos. We advise purchasing the 128GB version if you don't mind the small screen and don't mind the absence of night mode. When you use this phone for years into the future, you'll be happy you spent the extra $50 because the 64GB of storage in the base model isn't quite enough. The present price of this phone is $449. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. The Samsung Galaxy A54 5G incorporates a few additional flagship-like features, such as its 6.4 inches display, as well as the S23 series rear panel design. The best Android phone in the category right now is easily the Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. Starting with a superb 6.4 inches, 1080p OLED with a fluid 120Hz refresh rate, it delivers a feature set that is unrivaled in this class. It almost makes you believe you are using a flagship phone costing $1,000. The Pixel 6a still outperforms the A54 in terms of camera quality, but if a nice screen is your first priority, you won't be able to find a better one at this price. The A54 offers an IP67 rating for protection against dust and immersion in shallow water, and is constructed with tough glass panels on the back and front. Additionally, it is supported by a strong software support policy. One of the finest policies for any Android phone, regardless of price, is Samsung's commitment to 4 years of OS version upgrades and 5 years of security updates. There is also a sizable 5mAh battery that can last an entire day of intensive use, but if you want to take advantage of its quick 25W charging speeds, you'll need to buy a separate charger. The Galaxy A54 has certain extras not frequently found in the budget tier, such as that superb display. Although the image quality is not the best, as a whole, it is difficult to beat. You can get this phone at $449. Number 3. Google's Pixel 6a. Google's Pixel 6a comes with a relatively small 6.1 inches OLED screen but is an excellent performer with a good camera and battery life. The Tensor custom-built chipset, which Google used in its 2021 top models, the 6 and 6 Pro, is the phone's strongest suit. It not only makes it possible for the 6a to perform very well overall right now, but it also ensures that it will continue to do so for a very long time. If you want a cheap phone that will survive, Google guarantees 5 years of security upgrades for the 6a, and with an IP67 water-resistant rating, it's a strong overall bet. The screen of the 6a, a 6.1 inches 1080p OLED with a typical 60Hz refresh rate, is its least remarkable component. The 6a doesn't have the same cameras as the flagships, unlike earlier Pixel series devices, but that's good. The camera is still extremely decent, especially for the mid-range class, and is the same 12-megapixel standard wide sensor as the Pixel 5a. The phone's 410mAh battery is somewhat little, yet it actually performs better than its diminutive size would imply. Having said that, the 6a provides the best overall combination of necessary features in a processor that is currently available for roughly $317. Number 4. Samsung Galaxy A72. The screen size of the Samsung Galaxy A72 is 6.7 inches Full HD plus Super AMOLED. It has a front camera with a punch hole in the center. The rear camera is a quad 64+8+12+5 with OIS, PDAF, telephoto, macro, and other lenses as well as Ultra HD video recording. The 32MP front camera is available. The 5000mAh battery on the Galaxy A72 supports 25W rapid charging. It has an octa-core CPU running at up to 2.3 GHz, 8 GB of RAM, and an Adreno 618 GPU. A Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G chipset powers it. The gadget has a shared microSD Sloan 256 GB of internal storage. This phone has an optical and display fingerprint sensor. The price of this phone is $491. Number 5. OnePlus Nord 2T 5G. The screen size of the OnePlus Nord 2T 5G is 6.43 inches Full HD plus AMOLED. It has a front camera with a left punch hole, triple 50 plus 8 plus 2 MP rear cameras with PDAF, OIS, ultra-wide, depth sensor, dual LED flash, and Ultra HD video recording are available. The 32 megapixel front camera. The 45 mAh battery in the OnePlus Nord 2T 5G supports 80W fast charging. It has an up to 3.0 GHz octa-core CPU, 8 or 12 GB of RAM, and a Mali G77MC9 GPU. A MediaTek Dimensity 1305G chipset powers it. The gadget lacks a microSD slot and has internal storage options of 128 or 256 GB. This phone has an optical and display fingerprint sensor. It is available at $419. Number 6. Asus Zenfone 9. The Zenfone 9 is incredibly small, incredibly fashionable, and incredibly fast, and it fits perfectly in your hand. However, it has a powerful Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 mobile platform and a long-lasting 43 mAh battery. It is 5G divided by 4G divided by 3G divided by 2G compatible. Please be aware that 5G may not be available everywhere, and that it depends on local telecom provider services. Please contact your service provider to determine whether 5G is available in your area. It boasts a 5.9 inches, 84.4 cm2 display and 128 GB of storage space. It also includes 8 GB of RAM. It is made up the Qualcomm SM8475 Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, Android 12, and Zenui 50MP f divided by 1.9, 23.8 mm, 1/1.56, 1.0 meter PDAF and gimbal OIS on the camera, 24 fps 8 Kelvin UHD video with eyes. A 6-axis hybrid gimbal stabilizer is now part of the significantly enhanced dual camera setup for incredibly steady photos and videos. With only one hand, the Zen Touch multifunction button simplifies everything. For a variety of tasks, including voice to text, opening notifications, refreshing a website, moving to the top, bottom of the page, and media control, use your thumb to swipe up, swipe down, or double-click. So grab this phone at $608. Number 7. Google Pixel 7 5G. The new Google Pixel 7 Dual SIM smartphone costs $599. The smartphone's measurements are 155.6 mm x 73.2 mm x 8.7 mm, and it comes in the colors lemongrass, obsidian, and snow. Additionally, the phone weighs about 197 grams. A 6.32 inches Full HD Plus OLED display with a screen resolution of 2400 x 1080 pixels and a refresh rate of 90 Hz is featured on Google's most recent mobile device. You will enjoy an immersive viewing experience when playing games or watching movies thanks to these incredible display characteristics. Additionally, the phone has an IP68 rating, making it resistant to dust and water. The Google Pixel 7 has a Tensor G2 chipset, which is built by Google and has 4 Cortex-A55 cores, 2 Cortex-A76 cores, and 2 Cortex-X1 cores. Users will be able to access different apps on their phone with ease thanks to this. The smartphone also boasts 128 GB of internal storage and 8 GB of RAM. As a result, there are no storage limitations for your music, videos, images, games, or other data. The Li-ion 4355 mAh non-removable battery of the Google Pixel 7 supports 30W rapid charging. The Google Pixel 7 has a dual camera system with a 50MP primary sensor with f divided by 1.9 aperture on the back and a 12MP ultra-wide-angle lens and f divided by 2.2 aperture on the front. Along with other features, the rear setup has a dual LED flash, pixel shift, auto HDR, and panorama. The phone has a 10.8MP front camera with an f divided by 2.2 aperture for selfies and video calls. The smartphone has a fingerprint sensor as well as an accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, and proximity sensor, among other sensors. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For more update, please do subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.